how would you describe Phillip Rivers' throwing motion to someone who has never seen him throw before? And have you ever seen anybody with that type of motion at this level of football?
What Phillip's motion is unique to him, and it works for him. The only thing we ever kind of look at with motion as far as like the way a quarterback throws it, excuse me, is, and where we want to change it is if it's taking them a long time for them to get the ball out. Phillip's been throwing this way, having many conversations with him. He's been throwing this way since he's 5 years old, and he gets it out quicker than any quarterback out there. He's on par with them of getting the football out. So we leave it alone. It's unique, but it works for Phillip, and yeah, we have no interest in messing with that. What's worked for so long.
Thanks.
Joel Erickson.
Nick, I know creating explosive plays is a big goal of the offense this year. How do you feel like it's gone through training camp so far?
I think that it's been good so far. Harris being healthy has really helped. Harris is a big play machine. What we saw in college, and so we have high hopes that he'll be that same thing when he stays healthy, which he will, which we know he will. Ty has been a big play guy for his entire career, so we'll continue to use him in that mode. Naheem, we just have a lot of guys that are able to do it, and that sure makes our job easier as coaches when you have the personnel that we do to create big plays. Because we know when we come in on a Monday, we know we want to see, did we protect the football and did we create some explosives? And I've been pleased so far with the offense and their ability to do that.
Mike Chappell.
Speaking of the big plays and maybe pushing the ball down the field, it seems you're really trying to get Trey Burton involved in that, where he's that intermediate guy, run catch. Are you getting out of him what you thought you would? Yeah,
I believe we are. Trey's special, and really happy to have him on this team. That we've always liked to get the ball to our tight ends, especially in that intermediate range and in the red zone, and we're really pleased with what Trey brings to this offense. So always a focus of this offense to be able to do that. But then again, it takes the right guy to be able to do that, and we feel like we have that with Trey.
Just a quick follow-up. Do you envision his size being an issue if it comes time to blocking, or is he growing into that position?
We have to be smart about what we do with him, but he's definitely willing, and I think that's a big part of it. Sometimes he's a willing blocker, and he plays with good technique, and Coach Michael does a great job of teaching them how to and their fundamentals. So, we're confident, and the things that we're going to ask him to do, we're confident that he can do those things.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Mike.
George Bremer.
Coach, it seemed like on Marlon's big run Monday, Michael Pittman had a pretty good block out there. Is that something that you expected from him coming in? I know it's something he did at USC, and is it something you've seen from him consistently so far?
Yeah, what he did was he ran the DB off. Like, he wasn't even like that. It was just exactly what he did exactly what Coach Groh and myself and Coach Reich asked him to do, that if you can run him off, run him off. And not only did Michael run him off, he ran him off for like 50 yards. And that's just pure hustle. And as far as we do believe, like, we all know that Zach does a great job in our run game, but we think that Michael can be special in that as well. And, being special in the run game, turn those 8-yard runs into 80-yard runs, or in that case, a 10-yard run into a 50-yard run. So, we want our receivers to do that. Michael's shown a good job with that so far, and it really does. It sets up the pass game. So they're rewarded when they're able to do that, because we're able to make some things look alike and get them the ball there. So very pleased with how all the receivers blocked there on at Lucas Oil.
Phil B.
Hey, Coach. Thank you for your time. Much has been made of Phillip Rivers dumping the ball to running backs. I think I saw a stat that said he did it more than any other quarterback last year. With that in mind, how much more imperative will it be for him to throw the ball down the field, mid-range, long range, to keep defenses from, bouncing up and loading up the box?
Sure. Yeah. Phillip will definitely push the ball down the field. when he gets that opportunity to throw it down the field, he will. What's unique about Philip, though, is once they take away what they took away, he finds the back, or finds his underneath route. So, that's we're trying to push it down the field first in most cases, in a lot of cases. But it's the secondary. Did they take it away? And just in the matter of taking what the defense gives us. So there might be a game, Phil, where, we're pushing it down the field. The defense is giving us that. But there's also games that we understand that we go in there and say, hey, try to push it down the field, but we're not going to force anything. Take what the defense gives us. So I just think that goes in ebbs and flows of a game and a season. And I think Philip has a nice balance with that.
Thank you.
Jim Aiello.
Hey, Nick. I was wondering about Desmond Patton. I know he was, when you guys drafted him, he was a guy that, size, speed kind of freak. I mean, big time tools. Has he come along maybe quicker in terms of development than you guys maybe would have thought? Because he looks like he's getting pretty involved out there.
Yeah, Des has done a nice job. I know he's a guy who's in great physical shape, who can run, big, he's strong, he can run all day. And, he's in great physical shape, and he's able to get a lot of reps because of that. And so he's definitely, I think he's done a great job so far. And Mike Groves and Gerard have done a good job of developing him. And he's done a good job of developing himself, getting used to the pro game. He definitely has the body to be a big time wide receiver. So it's been nice to get him, some of the catches on these in cuts. I know we had a big in to him today. He's definitely has the body to do that, the type of body we look for on that. And he's made some plays outside the numbers that's been really nice to see. He shed a block or he caught that one on the curl in the game and showed some yards after catch ability because he is so big and powerful to take down. So very, very pleased with him. Very pleased with him. And we liked his tape, and obviously we drafted him and we really liked him, and pleased with everything that he's done to this date.
Stephen Holder.
Hey, Nick, another rookie, Danny Pinter. Seems like he's getting some guard snaps. I know that's a tough position for guys to develop, and you're asking them a lot from a technique standpoint. How is his development coming, and where are the strengths that are showing up from him?
I think you just see Danny get a little bit better each day. I thought he had a great scrimmage the other day. He showed an ability to get to the second level, play multiple positions, showed ability to get some reaches on a nose when he was playing center. He had a great day and really excited about that. He's got great teachers, not good, but great teachers of teaching fundamentals in Coach Strasser and Coach Clayton Adams. And then he's got guys that are in front of him that really care about the development of their players. I see Quentin Nelson stay after with him, and that's a testament to Quentin just being a good teammate. So really pleased that, and a lot of credit to Chris Ballard and his staff of evaluating him and getting him in here, because I'm really pleased that we have Danny to add to the depth of our offensive line.
The last question, Ken Sterling.
Kent's on mute.
Hey, Ken, unmute your line.
Got it. Can you give us the similarities and differences of Trey Burton and Eric Ebron?
Yeah, I think Eric is a bigger man. Probably has a little more speed than Trey. Trey, in my opinion, has better feel. As far as route running ability. Eric sometimes got open on raw athleticism, and Trey has great athleticism, but sometimes he gets open on feel. But Trey does have phenomenal quickness. Eric's probably just a bigger, faster version, and Trey is a little bit smaller, quicker than Eric, and then has that instinct, good instincts. I would say Trey. But both phenomenal players. Both are going to, obviously Eric had a lot of success in this offense, and we know Trey will as well, and Trey has as well. When he was with Frank in Philadelphia, really was special there, and we know he'll do the same thing here for us. So different types of players, both very productive players. Excited to have Trey Burton on this team for sure.